Today we are going to show you how easy it is to set up your BCX Ultra and get started. I'm Judy and my friend Callista is here to assist me with this. On the table we have unpacked all of the pieces. You get everything you need to get started with your BCX Ultra. It comes in this wonderful hard plastic carrying case with foam so that when you pack your machine up it is very well protected. This makes it very portable and easy to carry with you if you choose to do so. We're going to hook up the power supply to the BCX. You have the cord that goes to the outlet and you have your power box. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is plug the two unit pieces together. And you will see the little pins fit into the converter box. And then the pin end on the converter box plugs into the machine, into the BCX Ultra Deluxe, into the back. When you look at the back of the machine, you see the little fitting for that pin. You plug it in, make sure it is plugged in snugly. And then you plug it into your power outlet. We highly recommend that you use a surge protector to protect your equipment from any electrical fluctuations, power outages, things like lightning. Okay, you will notice that you get the green light on when you have power coming into the converter box and going into your BCX Ultra.
Okay, Judy, this machine, does it work on European 220, 240 volt?
It does. The box that Callista is holding is actually a converter. It steps the power from either 110 or 240 down to 24 volts. So it easily works on European systems and all over the world for that matter. Some places you have to get an adapter for the plug depending on the wall outlet you're using.
Okay, thank you. So everywhere in the world someone can buy this equipment and just have to have a converter for the plug.
A little plug adapter usually is all it takes. I've got them all over. So yeah, now we are going to hook up all the parts, the accessories if you will. They're not really accessories because they come with the machine. You have ray tubes and handheld cylinders and foot plates. So we're going to start with ray tubes, I think. And as you look at the front of the BCX Ultra Deluxe, you will see plugs, receptacles for all of your different parts. All right, we are going to hook up the ray tubes that run with the BCX Ultra Deluxe. And you will notice on your machine you have an output just for the ray tubes. Just those plugs will fit into that hole. So plug those in. And your ray tubes come with these great foam coverings. This is a really good way to store the ray tube and protect the glass. You do want to remove the foam covering, before you try to use the ray tubes. And now we're going to plug in the handheld cylinders. These are what they call electrodes. They deliver the frequencies as well as a mild electrical current. You will see there's two sets on your device to plug. So choose A or B and plug in both handheld electrode cylinders. Make sure everything is plugged in nice and snug. Okay, we have plugged in the handheld cylinder electrodes into set A of the output. Now we are going to put the foot plates into set B. You have a wire that plugs into the foot plate, and then the other end of that wire with the banana plug goes into the BCX Ultra. And you want to plug both pieces up. You have a pair of foot plates, which are electrodes, and you have a pair of handheld cylinders, which are also electrodes. And then you have ray tubes, which are glass filled with noble gases and create the plasma.
So you told me, Judy, that the ray tube, the glass tube can touch each other.
It's okay for the glass to touch. It is not okay for the metal, the electrodes, to touch. They do produce a slight electrical current, and it doesn't really hurt the machine, but it doesn't deliver the frequencies as well as if you leave a little bit of space like we have on the table.
And do you need to have the ray tube and the handheld and the foot plate hooked to the machine all the time for every program?
You do not. The machine is defaulted for both ray tubes and handheld cylinders, or for electrodes, I should say. You do not have to use all of it. You can use just handheld cylinders. You can use just ray tubes. You can just use ray tubes and foot plates, which is often what I suggest to people because it's an easy way. As you can see, there's a lot going on here, and when the machine is new, less is better.
Okay.
Okay, now we are going to show you how easy it is to choose a program and actually get your BCX Ultra Deluxe up and running. We have all of the parts hooked together, and now we are just going to use foot plates and ray tubes. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the machine on. And it says, welcome. Run a pre-store program. We are going to do that. Say OK. And we're going to show you how to move forward in the program. So we're going to use 211, pre-program 211. If you use the next button, you will see the first digit starts to flash. You can change it while it is flashing. You make that a 2. You use the next button and make the second digit a 1. And the next button again, and another 1.
And if I push this change minus, what does it do?
Well, push it. See, you get a 9.
And an 8. Oh,
yes,
okay.
you can count backwards to 1 if you choose to do it that way.
Okay.
Now, you've got your program. We're going to run 211. So you say OK. Program 211. Say OK again. All frequencies, OK. And we are using defaults on this set. So we have the default output on the BCX Ultra Deluxe is for electrodes and ray tubes. Electrodes being handheld cylinders as well as foot plates. We have foot plates on today with the ray tubes. And you will see there is a space between the foot plates. Of course, you're going to have them on the floor so you can put your feet on them. It is important that the foot plates do not touch each other. The ray tubes can, but the foot plates cannot. So this is the setup, and we're going to use it and say OK. And all of the pre-programs are set to run 3 minutes per frequency. So say there's 10 frequencies on this set, you will be 30 minutes. So say OK. And we believe it is best to plug in everything ahead of time so you don't forget it. But you will notice that the lights are flashing. There's a green light for the ray tubes and for the electrodes. So we've already plugged them in. Say OK. Now we press start and you see the light has quit flashing on plugging them in. So press start. The BCX is defaulted to have soft start so that it gradually increases the power and you don't get a sudden jolt of anything, either electric or energy from any of it. Now you will notice the ray tubes are lighting up. That doesn't show. The ray tubes are lighting up, and that is because the frequency and the electricity is exciting the gas inside of the plasma tube. Now this set is going to run through each frequency on the set, and then it is going to shut off automatically. If you look in your manual, you can determine how many frequencies are on any given set. There are some that have quite a lot. I personally believe sets under an hour are better. Sitting for 2 or 3 hours with the machine is probably not the very best way to do it. And it is that simple to get up and start it and run your BCX Ultra. Thank you.
How do you stop it?
How do you stop it?
Do I
Okay.
pause or stop?
If you hit stop, it will turn it off. Say you have a phone call or you need a drink of water. You can hit the pause button.
Okay. Oh.
And the ray tubes go off and the machine just does just that. It pauses at that point and you can go get your water and come back. We recommend that you don't leave it paused much more than 15 or 20 minutes. When you press the start button again, the same button you paused it with, the black one, it will start up right where you left off. Now if you push stop, it will shut off. Program is ended and it turns off. That auto shut off allows the fan to keep running and cool the machine.